Hello, crafty friends. It's Debbie with Make It With Me. This is kind of a funny one, you guys. I am participating this month in the Team Tiny Hop, which is back to basics. And you can't get more basic than punches, I don't think. Back before Cricut machines and all of that. But I didn't have a lot of punches back then. It seems I still use them though. So this is a good one to grab your punches and get started with a few things. But what's funny is I bought new socks and I found all of these little cardboard things in every single pair. It was a bundle. And so I thought, I'm going to make some ephemera with those. So I will tell you that I could not get any of my punches other than the Stampin' Up! Ones to work on this because it was thicker, and even all of them wouldn't work. So I chose these that you see on the screen here, and it seemed to be just the larger ones that were simple shapes. I had a couple of old Marvy punches and a couple of the old Martha Stewart punches, and none of them would cut through it. I think you saw that on the video. It just wouldn't go through, but these Stampin' Up! Ones did. Now this one with the little daisy, I did use some of my smaller punches to punch out. I just got into my scrap bin. I used nothing but scraps in this video, you guys. I did not cut a single sheet of new paper. So everything you see on here is made with those cardboard from my sock purchase, footies, I guess you should say, and scrap paper. And so I really thought you just can't get more basic than punches and scraps and cardboard. So back before we all had these tools and things, this is what we used. Or punches, ephemera. And so I have not bought ephemera or stickers in a long, long time. And I always make my own because I have a Cricut, I have punches, I have die cuts. And so I just never buy embellishments. I make my own. So I chose a few here that I want to use. I've got the dragonfly. I've got this cute little bottle for flowers. And so I'm going to speed this up a little bit and just kind of go through what I made. So I'm going to start here with just the basic circle. This is a 2 3/8 punch from Stampin' Up! I use this one tons and tons and tons. And sometimes I just don't want to get out my dies and do all that die cutting. It's just easier to punch. And so I'm going to make some cute little ephemera here. So I didn't really match these colors up before I did the video, and I just got into, like I said, my scrap bin and did just a bunch of punches and didn't even know what I was going to use, did not plan this out. So what you see is what you get, and here's what we came up with. So I'm just curling the edges of this little daisy. Now you guys, this daisy punch is really I don't even think I have this stamp set. I think I missed it when it was a bundle. But this little daisy punch is just very handy because you can just quickly make really cute little flower embellishments on your pages or cards or whatever it is you're working on. And also this bow punch, it's really handy because if you just need a quick leaf for something and you don't want to dig through your dies or go to your Cricut and cut things out, that is a real handy one too. I don't buy a lot of punches. I try to buy the ones that I just think are practical, some that you can use standalone and you don't have to have anything else to go with it. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. So I punched out all of these little scallop punches and I'm cutting them in half to make just a kind of a scallop layer around the edge because I didn't have a large punch that was bigger than this circle, and I don't really need one because this is an easy way to do it. And you all know I do hope boxes, so I can use these on my hope boxes. I can use them on tags. I can use them, I don't know that I would use this on a card. I think it's a little too bulky for a card. Maybe if it's one that's not going to be mailed, I might. And I won't put you through all of this, but I just lined them up on the back, cut them in half, and I think this is going to come out really cute. So I've got this sped up quite a bit, and while I'm working on this, just want to tell you a little bit about Team Tiny. Team Tiny is a Facebook group for those of us with smaller channels. If it's your first time here, please hit that like button and subscribe to some of the channels that you might see. But we get together each month and there will be a theme. There are a couple people in charge of the group that do a wonderful job, and they choose our theme every month, and we can sign up or not. If we don't have time, we can. If we do have time, we do, but we just post a video each month with the same theme, and this month it was back to basics. And like I said, I just think this punches, you just can't get more back to basic than that. So hit that hashtag on the video, and that will take you to all of the YouTubers in this hop. And I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at what you find. Oh, I have to stop here a minute, you guys. You're going to laugh at what I did. These are new glitter brush markers that I got. I decided I wanted to put a little glitter on these, and I really over squeezed that red one. And I had a lot come out. I'm glad it fell on this little scrap piece of paper that I punched out of here. But so I decided I'm not going to waste that, and I just grab a little paintbrush and I'm dabbing that out of there since I wasted so much of it. When it's a brand new one, and I hadn't used this before, when it's brand new, you have to squeeze it a little bit to get the flow going, and I just overdid it. It'll be fine. It can still be used. But I'm really liking the way this one turned out. I think it's going to be pretty. I think it could be, I was kind of afraid that all this glitter was going to make it look too Christmassy, but I don't think it will, because these are really not Christmas colors. It's geared more toward the red and black. But I just liked the glitter aspect of it. And look at that, you guys. I laid my enamel dots right in that glitter, and I didn't even catch it until I was watching the video. I probably picked it up and laid it somewhere and got glitter everywhere and just didn't even see it. Honest to goodness, I did not notice it till I watched this video. And look at that, not once but twice I dropped it in there. That's crazy. So now I'm just adding some enamel dots to this piece just to kind of give it a little bit more bling, as if all that glitter wasn't enough. But I think that's really pretty. I think I'll do a lot with that. So now I'm going to do something with a little bit more basic colors, and I have some plans for this little vase for the flowers. I've got a few stamp sets that will look really cute with that, and that one is small enough. I think it would even be pretty on a card, but I just think you can do a whole lot with it. And then this punch is also another one. Now, I do have the stamp set that goes with this one, but it is also good as a standalone, because it's another one that you can just punch out several colors and layer it. And I don't think I curled up the edges on this one. Yeah, I did. I didn't think I did. I think I did two of these. Maybe one I curled up and one I didn't. I can't remember. But anyway, I'm just using my bone folder to curl those up. And you can see my little tray here. I did find that piece of that die cut that I already had cut out. I didn't cut that out for this video, the one you saw on that tray, the pink one. I do end up using it, and you'll see that at the end. But this, I really just want to primarily focus on the things I punched out for the video. So I decide to take that pink and go around the edges of it a little bit with my ink daubers. And then those little leaves, I also, oh, sorry about that, you guys. I thought I had my phone on silent. So sorry about that notification. So I'm just going to go around these little leaves, which I already had punched out. And actually, those little leaves are not punches. They are dies, but I did not punch them out for this video. I had them left over in my stash. So you guys, this is a great way to just get all those little bits and pieces out that you have, and any kind of cardboard that you have to do this ephemera, and just get, I mean, I had so much fun doing this. It was just relaxing. I was on Zoom with my friends, just chatting and talking, and I just sat there and just punched, and you can't believe how many of my scraps I was able to use out of my scrap bin. It was great. I have so few scraps in that bin now. I still have some, of course, because it's a never-ending thing. Seems like I get all my scraps used up, and then it just, I don't know, it multiplies. You all who have been crafting for a long time, you know that. So look at all this. I must have had a lot of this color in my bin of smaller pieces that didn't work for anything else, but look how pretty that is. I really like those. So I'm going to do the same thing here, and I'm going to just cut those in half, and I won't make you watch all that again. And I got a little off camera here and didn't realize it, so sorry about that. But I'll just show you the end result on this one. And there is what I came up with. Isn't that cute? I'm probably going to add some more glimmer or something later to that. I don't know. Some of these I didn't want to completely finish because I don't know exactly where I'm going to use them yet. So now I'm going to do this double oval punch. Now this one you can use on anything. There's so many things that you could do with this. So this one, the top piece, I'm just going to cover with plain white. And you can see I kind of inked around the edges of both of those. And then I've got a little greenery here. And so this one is really going to be a nice embellishment, and I'm going to leave that top piece blank because I'll be able to stamp on that. That'll be super easy to stamp on later on when I decide what to do with it. But, you know, who doesn't use greenery? There's always something we can use a little greenery on. And this one is small enough. It definitely could be used on a card if you're just a card maker and you don't do scrapbooking or other types of projects that you want to put embellishments on. It would work really well. So I'm going to wrap up here, and I made several things, and I'll show you just a few, and I've got tons more left. Like you can see, I did a little bit of stitching around that black and white and red one with my white gel pen. This one is still wet. I used some Nuvo drops on that. That's a little tag. This one I didn't put anything in the center because I don't know what I'm going to use it for yet. And then that one with the yellow daisies around the edge, I definitely think I'll do something a little more around that. But you guys, this is what I came up with. And in the top right, you'll see that die cut. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'd love to see what you come up with when you just go back to basics and use before we had all these things. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for stopping by. Visit everybody in the hop, and happy stamping, everyone.